K Ramsey, here to talk about finding love and success after a toxic relationship so you can bounce back better. How to get your way with a toxic person. Huge question. Very, 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 very important question. And what I see so often is women, I guess men too, try to get their way with a toxic person by changing the toxic person. I would love for all of you to comment below if this has worked for you, because I know it has not worked for you. It has not gone well for you. And the way to change it, the way to get what you want with a toxic person is not to try to change the toxic person. It will not work. And if you try to get a book on that or try to hire someone to tell you, like, how do I transform toxic people? Gosh, watch out for them. I'd be very afraid they were taking advantage of you, right? We've all heard the term, we need to change ourselves to get what we want, or change ourselves to have the life we want. And that's true in this circumstance. But one of the most important things is to know what you want. There was a person that I talked to recently, and they were looking to get $1,000 back from their toxic person, right? So I'm going to do a little pop quiz for you, right? So if you want to get $1,000 for the toxic person, like, say you have 5 choices. 1, you can commiserate about how unfair it is that the toxic person doesn't give you the money, right? It's not fair. Why is he doing this? Why is she doing this? Why is she being this way? Okay, not going to work. It's like beating your head against the wall. 2, you could try to get like legal terms to like get the $1,000 back, okay? Which can be even more expensive, and sometimes you end up spending more money fighting the toxic person than you would for the $1,000, especially for only $1,000. I would never advise it for that amount of money. Or you could start a smear campaign against the toxic person, or you could just keep fighting the toxic person, send emails every day and try to use different language and, talk to all your friends about it and let it consume your mind. Or you could find a way to make $1,000. Go around the dang house. If there's a party in the backyard that you're trying to get to, do not beat your head against the front door waiting for the toxic person to open the door. They are not going to open the door. Go around the house. If what you want is to get to the backyard, there's more than one way than just beating your head against the front door. If what you want is, for example, $1,000, you can either beat your head against the front door hoping the toxic person opens the door and hands you $1,000, or go around the house. Figure out another way to earn $1,000, or another way to save $1,000, or another way, and that's just one example. But I see it over and over and over again in these fabulous women, and they are beating their head against the front door, and they're coming away bloody and broken, hoping, rather than finding creative solutions to solve their problems, they keep allowing the toxic person to be the problem they are trying to solve, okay? For example, what if you're co-parenting and you're worried that the toxic person isn't feeding their kids? You could get legal involvement. You could, get really angry, send lots of scathing emails. You could try to talk to your friends about it. Or when you send their little backpack over, you could put granola bars in the backpack, or give them a debit card with just a little Visa gift card with, a small amount of money on it, that if they lost it, it wouldn't be a big deal, but that way, if they were somewhere, they could provide for themselves. Now, what we get caught up on, is it fair? No, it's not fair. Yes, you're having to do more of the work. Yes, you're having to find creative solutions to get around the house, to get around the problem. But ask yourself, is it working? Is beating your head against the door, hoping the toxic person changes, working? My guess is it's not, or you wouldn't be in this group. So you have to find creative solutions to your problem. Figure out what you want, and then focus on getting what you want, not getting the toxic person to give you what you want. Those are worlds different. They are worlds apart. 99% of the time when I get on the phone with you guys, you're trying to get the toxic person to change so you can have what you want rather than getting what you want. Okay? For example, if it's a situation with, the toxic person is saying, bad things about you to another family member, you could go talk to the other family member and, try to defend yourself rather than talking to your girlfriends all the time. Like, I can't believe he's saying this. I can't believe he's saying this. I can't believe he's saying this. I can't believe they're doing this. I can believe it. Crocodiles always bite. Toxic people behave that way because they choose to behave that way. And the more energy you spend on being frustrated that they behave that way, or being surprised that they behave that way, or being upset that they behave that way, is not serving you. It is not solving the problems of your life. Is it fair? No. Does it suck? Yes. Am I making excuses for toxic people? No. It is an absolute nightmare. And I get it. And I am so sorry for you. And I am sorry for me. And I am supportive of us. But I'm telling you how to get what you want. And that is to go around the toxic person at any time possible. Do not go through them. Do not go through them. Do not go through them to get what you want. Even if it's information from a school, even if it's information from a doctor, even if it's information from your accountant, even if it's information from an attorney, even if it's information from your adult children. Do not go through your toxic person to get your information. Do not go through your toxic person to get what you want. Go around them. Happiness is solving problems without having to go through your toxic person, right? So I hope that helps, and I hope you're having a fabulous day, even though we are quarantined. So I'm in my house. I'm about to eat lunch. I just got off a call with a private client and about to head into another call with another woman hoping to become a Wondrous Woman. So if you are not a Wondrous Woman yet, you should be, because it's basically awesome. And the feedback I keep getting is like, whoa, I feel better so quickly. Wow, it makes so much sense now. Oh my gosh, this life changes so quickly. And it's like, yes, because I teach you to solve problems that have solutions rather than continuing to solve toxic people. Your life should not be a research project of narcissism. That is not a good life. You will never find happiness researching toxic people, being obsessed with toxic people, because toxic people suck. You don't want your life to suck. So if you're not in the Wondrous Woman program yet or working with me privately, I would love to invite you on a call with me at sarahkramsey.com/contact. And that's exactly what, when I was talking to my client today, I was asking, what do you want? And problem solving different ways to get what she wanted without having to go through the toxic person. Hope you're doing great. Bye.